What is going on, everyone, and welcome in to Expected Bets for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I'm Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts. As always, we got Gretzky Betskis and Franco the Banker. We're going to be breaking down the slate for October 20th. Tonight, we got five games, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe we'll talk some NBA too, right, Betsky?
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about the Chicago Buffalo this season. I think they have a chance to be very good from my understanding of their whole core of players and the depth of their bench. Mm-hmm. I think that's what they call it. So excited for them. Toronto Dinosaurs look fantastic too. Just browsing the lineups, lots of names.
Can't forget about the Buffalo Braves as well.
He does watch NBA. He's a closet NBA fan. He's just trying to act.
Also, before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please be sure to do so. We are very, very close to hitting a milestone. If you're watching on YouTube, like this video as well. That any sort of engagement on that helps us a ton. Our personal socials are also linked in the description of this video. Also, if you want some of our early plays, check us out on the OddsShopper Tails Network. You can use promo code SLAPSHOT for 50% off your first month. The link for that's also in the description of this video. All right, anything that we need to really cover before we get into the games? I was going through some of the top stories here. Detroit, Pittsburgh, Seattle, hot to start the year. Panthers and Bruins are kind of in a free fall here. Both have lost 4 straight after starting the season 3-0. Marchand, just all-time clip. Just an all-time clip of him just ripping up Rasmus helmet in the penalty box. Just like, you have to play that at his like Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Like, that's the clip that he's got to walk out to.
That's a new one.
I love it.
Yeah,
he's warming up for his revenge game tomorrow against Boston too.
So, yeah. Oh yeah.
Mark it. I'm sure everybody and their mother's going to be on
right. In the one game they played, like a few games after he got traded, and he didn't play.
No,
he was still injured, I believe.
Mm. Yeah, that's
Boston just ending that road trip.
It's all right. He'll probably do nothing because Florida's just been ass for props right now. But
no,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Stop it. There's no way.
There'll be all these promos to bet him tomorrow.
Either that or he'll be too emotional.
Maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, Eichel at Vegas looks terrific to start the season. Eichel leading the NHL in points. Mark Stone out for tonight, which we'll talk about in a little bit. I think that's going to open up a few up. Yep. Shocker.
And they're done
again. Yep. Shocker. Natchez is fitting really well with Colorado. I think we saw that coming. That season-long prop looks even better every time. Every game, we kind of just watch it keep ticking up. So that's been pretty solid. Jet Graves second in the NHL in goals saved above expected.
Goalie voodoo, baby.
Yep.
Spencer Knight looks fantastic. That makes we all knew that.
Would you take Shesterkin right now to win the Vezina? He's the odds-on favorite, or do you look for value? I think Hellebuck's around 4-1. I think Hellebuck's more than that, actually. I think he's like 7 or 8-1.
I'm worried about the wins for Igor.
Yep. I still
so Igor's plus 320, Hellebuck's 4-1. Demko at 20-1 if he stays healthy is interesting in that race too.
That is. That is.
You gotta have those wins though. Gotta have those wins.
Vancouver's getting them.
Yeah. But will they continue to?
Yeah, I don't necessarily trust Saros or Knight or Wedgwood. So Demko at 20-1, I feel like there's some value.
Wedgwood could be. Well, I guess Blackwood's coming back, right?
Yeah.
Wood.
All right. Any other kind of topics we have to cover before we get into the first game of the night?
Adam wants to talk about the Oilers, how bad they've been. They're getting Jake Wallman back. Maybe that helps, but their offenses looked terrible. It's not clicking.
They don't start playing until November, guys.
Yeah.
Then they're done that. We've seen this.
I mean, it's
3
been
years
like
in
2
a row
years
now,
at least 2 years in a row. I was going to say where
And-
their offense hasn't looked particularly great early.
and they've always been weird on the road.
Very true. Very, very true.
But every loss is one step closer to McDavid becoming a Ranger or a King, and that's always kind of fun.
Does this feel like deja vu with the Oilers? Yeah. I mean,
They just need to get to the playoffs.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. They just have to get to the postseason, then we can go from there. Some major storylines in this one. So first game up on the night, we have the Minnesota Wild taking on the New York Rangers. Wild underdog in this one, plus 124, now up to plus 130. Rangers minus 155. Total still set at that 5.5 mark, minus 115 to the over. Before we talk about this game, we have to get into some NHL record watch right here. The Rangers have not scored at home this season. If they don't score in the first 7 minutes and 19 seconds, they'll set the NHL record for the longest scoring drought to open a season, currently held by the 1928 Pittsburgh Pirates. So DK right now has the team total first period at minus 140 for over a half a goal. But this Pittsburgh Pirates roster, I mean, just a plethora of first team names: Baldy Cotton, Hib Milks, Tex White, Duke McCurry. I mean, this is just an incredible lineup when you're talking about some old school hockey. It's too good.
I didn't even know that there was a Pittsburgh Pirates team until you showed this earlier.
Yeah.
I feel really dumb. But as I was saying, if Rangers beat this record, they should have to wear the old Pittsburgh Pirates kit, but with an N or an R instead of the P.
So yeah, they have to have two name swaps. Someone's picking up Hib Milks and the other one's going Baldy Cotton. Those are the two name changes that have to be, like Adam Fox out, Baldy Cotton. Like that would be so good.
Yep.
Igor Shesterkin.
Mickey Mackey's good too, but you need the full name on the nameplate.
Yeah, exactly.
Hib,
Herb Drury.
Actually, all of these guys you need the full name on.
I mean, the coach too, Oldie Cleghorn.
Oldie Cleghorn behind the bench. Yeah,
Oldie Cleghorn is so good. Cleghorn is such a good dog name.
Yeah.
It was a different time back then.
It was too, and I mean, looking at that, the roster too. I think Hib Milks led the team in points with 12 through 44 games.
Impressive. That's.
And that year, scoring was up.
The totals were set at like 2.5.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
That was the time of goals just happening like all over the place because goalies couldn't play goalie in that
kind
time,
of. But other people couldn't play other positions.
It was just slop all over the ice.
It really was.
This fight took 100 years for us to get fans.
All right. Looking at this game, though, a few injury news. Bogosian out today. Marco Rossi out as well. Trocheck on IR. Sturm's out as well. I don't really have a ton of conviction in either side in this game. Betsy, I'll start with you. Do you have a strong play towards maybe a side or total in this one?
Minnesota has looked so bad lately, too. My God.
Looking at the stats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Rangers on the money line feels right. Obviously, the under is where my gut goes on this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it seems almost like a smash spot, but Minnesota does worry me. I mean, there's still offensive power on there, and at what point can they snap out of this? But man, don't think they can win.
No. I mean, I don't know, Franco. Do you have any looks on the side or total in this one?
I believe the draw is what I'm gonna look
Oh,
at here. We have a little bit
our
of a
first draw of the year.
Yeah,
All
we have a
right.
little bit of draw history. 4 of the last 5, I believe it is. So I'm gonna have to sprinkle that just out of principle because I don't think either of these teams are playing particularly great. I watched that Wild Flyers game and it was an absolute snooze fest on Saturday.
You just don't like defensive hockey.
It's not even defensive hockey. It's
I'm sorry.
offensive hockey.
Yeah.
You just don't
what
like.
it is.
You just don't like talk-it hockey. Is your problem.
Yeah.
Great.
But you got 5 more years of it.
Yeah, plenty
The
more
Baldy
time.
Cotton Memorial Draw. Is that what
you'll
this
get
is
used to
tonight?
it, man.
We need to get.
You're gonna be so
Oldie Cleghorn in
stoked
here.
when they score 3
Yeah.
times in one game.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna
that's
feel
gonna
like
be
a
the
10-goal
big
game for you.
one. I will say too that Bet365 has Rangers to score in the first 10 at plus 160. Kind of like that. If we're talking about, So, I think they have to do something here. They have to score. No one wants to be associated with a record like that. So
You think the ghost of Cleghorn's letting this team score in the first 10?
No way.
You're sadly mistaken. You're so sadly mistaken.
If you see a guy in like an old-timey suit with a big brimmed hat smoking,
man, that'd be so
like
awesome. Yep. Behind
in
the
the
bench.
corner of the MSG, you know it's Cleghorn's ghost.
It's like where the backup goalies
yeah.
are because they're not allowed on the bench or they just don't have enough room. He's just behind the backup goalie, just in that little corner that they have, just chain smoking.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Just waiting.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a ton of player props in this one. Betsky, does anything jump out to you?
Yeah, Adam posted it in the comment. I mean, Fox today looks great. Minnesota's been so leaky to defensemen. I really am kicking myself for not taking Chikrin shots when they played the Capitals Friday. He has a good history against them. He just got a point last game. His 1.5 shots plus a point looks really nice if you want to go that route, or if you want to get crazy with it, you could do an assist there. That was one I gravitated towards. Lafreniere's been shooting a little bit, and him being on that second line may actually open that up more. He's a 1.5 guy, but I wouldn't be terribly scared to take him all the way up to 3 here. He didn't get a shot on net last game, or on goal last game. And the shots on goal, the last 4 went 4, 3, 2, and 0. That game against Toronto, where he only managed to get 2 shots on goal, he did have 8 attempts, and 6 and 5 the 2 previous from that. So maybe that utter miss against his native team of Montreal will get him going tonight, especially with how leaky Minnesota is. And again, separated from Zibanejad and Panarin, he may be more of the go-to guy on that line. Let me see who he is all lined up with again. I think it was Miller, who, doesn't exactly love shooting, and Sherry, which so yeah, I kind of like Lafreniere.
I like it. I mean, Minnesota 26th in shots allowed. Rangers pretty stingy, but they are shooting. So I think your main looks here are going to be on that New York side. Franco, what are you looking at in terms of player props for tonight?
I do like the Fox play a lot. I agree with that one, the 2 shots. I'm trying to decide. I kind of want to fade one of these 3 top line guys, with Eriksson, Ek, Boldy, and Kaprizov being all on the top line together for shots. Now,
Boldy under, but you can't really bet it.
It would be a piece. But regardless, I'm just, one of them will be shooting, right? Because all of them like to shoot. So not all of them are going to be shooting. They're going to kind of eat into each other. So it's not the best matchup either. So, I mean, I feel like you got to take one of them. It's just going to be pick your poison type of thing. I might go with Kaprizov maybe, just because he at least is bettable at minus 135 for the under 3.5. 4 shots is a lot. And he hasn't been particularly great to start the season either with the shot market.
He just got paid, man.
Yeah.
His job here is done.
Kind of a little bit of a different angle than what we typically look at, and where I was looking at overs, but I think there might be a little bit of value on that under. Yeah,
I mean, Zibanejad is another popular pick tonight. I feel like at that 2.5 mark, around minus 145. FanDuel's down, so it looks like we're going elsewhere tonight. DraftKings, Bet365. It's It's a tough world out there tonight in terms of the NHL shots on goal market. But Zibanejad had just been an absolute machine at home. Covered in every game this season, 7 on 12, 7 on 7, 3 on 7. His attempts have looked terrific. Pretty solid numbers against the Wild as well. Only missed once this year. I don't mind it. Twice this year, excuse me. Twice this year. I don't mind Zibanejad at minus 145. That's probably where I'm going to go with this game. That's about the only look I really had. Unless you guys had.
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
this isn't a game I love.
I'm not. And if Minnesota puts up 5 goals, good for them. I'm not. I've already lost too much money in the past 2 Minnesota games. So
yeah.
I'll wait
going with the
see if Kaprizov can get his groove back.
Yeah, I'll take the draw, though. I think, again, don't bet big on it, but I think the draw is worth a sprinkle. I think that goal in the first 10 minutes for the Rangers, especially at plus 160, is a nice price to take a little stab at.
The oldie Cleghorn Memorial draw
they could
game.
Still go past that number,
smoking
too.
in the corner.
What was the time? 7 minutes or 8 minutes or whatever?
7 minutes, 19 seconds. If they score at 7 minutes, 20 seconds, that would be perfect.
Or at 9 minutes, that would be great too. So like, I still have 10 minutes. I still have a nice little almost 3 minute buffer there to get one.
Wow.
And we can still laugh about these names years later.
Just rooting for chaos at this point. All right, on to another just terrific game. I'm sorry, Franco. We have the Seattle Kraken traveling to the Philadelphia Flyers. Disgusting, gross, vile.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, this game should not be aired on national television. Seattle plus 120, Florida minus 142.
Oh, this is on national?
Is it? Well, ESPN Plus.
Oh, I thought you meant
feel like everyone just has.
I thought you were going to say
ESPN
it's on TNT
Plus,
or something.
Oh God, no.
Like,
Buffalo,
please.
Buffalo, Montreal is on Amazon Prime. So
okay, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, Franco, the floor is yours with this one. I really got nothing.
Why? I don't even want my screen won't be on this game, even as a Flyers fan. So there you go for that. Do we have a goalie confirmation yet for Seattle though? No.
Decord
was
Is it
Decord?
Vladar.
Okay. If it was Grubauer, I would have said I would lean Flyers here. I just can't believe the price is minus 140 for this team that I just haven't seen much from, at least to start the year. Mitchkov got benched midway through the third period. Tell me where you heard that story before.
Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, it's already,
Time's a flat circle.
Getting moved out of the center position to play wing. They send one of their more skilled defensemen to the AHL to start Noah Juleson. So, great all-around decisions for, to make a team not exciting, should I say. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want a side or total here. I would say Vladar's been pretty good, though, to start the year. He's been better than Ersson. So, this is the first time they're starting a goalie back-to-back and not alternating. So, shout out to him for earning it a little bit. But yeah, side and total, yeah.
Wait till Tocchet plays him like 25 games straight.
times in a row.
McCann's out tonight, so we do have an NHL debut in Berkeley Canton, 8th overall in the 2024 draft. So maybe an anytime goal scorer, Franco. I know though it's kind of your jam tonight.
Yeah, I'll take a stab at that. What the hell? I feel like you always have to just at least take a little sprinkle on a guy like that. Oh, of course he's not listed on draft. Oh, there he is. 475. Yeah, if I'm getting a plus 400, plus 500 on a guy like making his debut. This was a guy that was rumored to go to Philly during that draft. Obviously, he didn't get to that pick, but he was a guy commonly mocked to the Flyers during that draft. So, yeah, why the hell not?
Betsky, anything for you in this one?
I actually wrote down a couple props that were interesting. I'm kind of glad we're not getting a Caton point because I think I would have taken it. But yeah, maybe this goal sprinkle is always definitely worth a shot. But unfortunately, this game's is what it is. I kind of think you can get a lot of value on that Zegras plus Mishkov point stack. Third line may get some nice mismatches. Mishkov has responded after getting benched. So I wouldn't. I just wish it was a better match here because Seattle's been tough, but I may have to think about that one. And if not tonight, I don't know who Flyers play next. I don't know if it matters even, but I definitely would lean into that line this week at some point, especially if the matchup is they have Ottawa next. Yes, maybe I'll just hold off and wait for that. But preview, so yeah, the Ottawa game, Zegras Mishkov stack would probably feel pretty good. But Tyson Forster's been shooting. He's kind of a 1.5 guy. Owen Tippett's been shooting again. Again, this is such a bad match though that I'm probably going to lay off, but I have those names circled for later in this week, aka Ottawa.
I will say Tippett's looked like one of the best players on the ice for this team. He's got his confidence back a little bit of swagger back, so I don't mind taking his shots. I agree with you there.
Yeah, until he gets neutered again by Tocchet.
Yeah, eventually.
Any love for Vince Dunn tonight for a point?
Yep.
Not sure what that's
1.5 shot plus point that I think looks really good. Just kind of like the same idea as Fox here.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to take the point, 1.5
like
with him, Fox.
I like Dunn.
Am I crazy for liking the over in this one?
Yes.
A little bit, but I could see it happening. It's one of those ones where like it doesn't make sense, but it's
a weird game and I like the over.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you look at the stats here. Seattle 11th in goals for per game. Philly 12th in goals against. I mean, it should be a pretty stringent matchup, but Decord hasn't been great. Vladar coming off back-to-back solid performances, but still maybe allows one or two tonight. I can see maybe a 4-2 game Seattle, 3-3 heading into overtime. I don't mind the over at 5.5. I got to be honest. I'll probably get added to my card. I'm not going to watch a second of this game, but I will have the over in this one.
Yeah.
Any other play? Yeah. It's a weird game.
Yeah, and weird games, weird things happen, but
I think it's worth taking some stabs on some player point props too. Like there's a ton of value because this like theoretically leans more to the under. Like I agree with Hal in the comments talking about Forrester and Cates. That line's been one of the better lines for this team. Like I said, Tippett's look great, so maybe you look at him. But yeah, I mean you got a lot of like plus 140, plus 150 type player point props. So I don't mind taking some sprinkles there. Yeah, just pick your poison, I guess. Don't go too heavy, but I think it's worth spraying a little bit on this game just in case it does kind of shoot out a little bit.
Yeah. Franco, you have to text me updates. I know you're going to be main TV tonight. Seattle, Philly.
I'd rather watch this next game, to be honest.
All right, on to the next game. We got the Sabres traveling to Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Lions going to start again for this team. He's looked really good for the Sabres so far. And we got Dobby on the other side for Montreal. Sabres injuries just continue to pile up. Bryson's now out. Danforth, Kasserling, Malenstein's out today. Norris, UPL, Greenway. I mean, we could just go down the list here of it feels like every game there's just a new injury for this squad. But they are riding a 2-game win streak. Pretty nice win against Florida. Great win against Ottawa, but is it really? I mean, Ottawa just continues to leak goals for this team. Another NHL debut tonight, Zach Metzda, defenseman. I think he's like 6'7". He's a monster. He looked great in some preseason games and looked like he didn't know how to handle a puck in others. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens with him tonight.
I like that.
Cool.
More goals.
Yeah.
He just like lays it right in front of the net for somebody.
Yeah. Undrafted, just a giraffe out there.
Cool.
Betsky, any looks for you in this one? I don't know.
Yeah,
I like a few player props, but
this game does look great. I mean, Darlene's history with his shots against Montreal is fantastic, and you're getting him at like plus money. Zach Benson, I think you pointed out on the top line, 1.5 guy at a really good value. I kind of like the second line for Montreal again. Demidov. It's been a little up and down, but I think he can start stringing some points together, especially against the Buffalo Sabres team. Josh Doan, I mean, how do you avoid that 1.5 right now? Lots of good options, I think, here. This is the clear like winner for our same game.
Yeah. And speaking of Demidov, he's 1 point behind the leaders for rookies points. There's two defensemen, Bouillon and
Schaefer,
Schaefer.
Schaefer's point per game.
So he's 1 point behind him. I think he was around plus 120, 2-1 to start the season off for that Calder race. He's now up to 3-1 on DK. I'm not sure what he has in other books, but if you were ever going to take a stab at this race and kind of liked him before but didn't like the price, now is your time to get on this. Like I said, Schaefer's not going to be able to continue this streak. So in Demidov being only 1 point behind them so far after a little bit of a slow start, I think there's some value to be had there.
Yeah, sure.
Franco, any looks for you in this one? Yep.
I think going for Slavkovsky as a little bit more of a value. His point is minus 125, which looks pretty good. May sprinkle his goal. I mean, when you're looking at Suzuki and Caulfield both being at like minus 200 or, basically leaning towards the 2 point prop, and you still see Slavkovsky on that top line being minus 125. He finally got a goal. He hasn't had one since, I think, the first or second game of the season. So I like that value at minus 125 for a point. And then I think what I'm going to do here, I've been back and forth on this all day. First of all, Lane Hudson, I want for 2 points. So that's let's just get that out. He's played Buffalo 4 times, and he has 2 points in every single game against them. So he's one of my favorite players to ladder today for points. Like I'm trying to decide. I've been back and forth between Vince Dunn and Darlene for a point to parlay with him, starting at 1 and then going up to 2. So I think I'm just going to do it. I think I'm just going to stick in this game. Give me Darlene and Hudson parlayed for a point, and then parlayed up to 2 points each. I love Darlene as well. I think there's goals here. I don't love their prices straight. Hudson for a point is minus 150, and Darlene's like minus 140 or something like that. So just put them together, start them at 1, take them up to 2, and let's cash a nice one.
Yeah, the Darlene point looks terrific. The Darlene shots on goal looks terrific. All bettable. Zach Benson point looks terrific. Zach Benson shots on goal. His 2+ is at minus 140 tonight. Love that. Alex Tuck for a point. Bettable tonight. Don't hate that either. I mean, there's so many great props. Demidov for a point. Don't mind that. That's plus money, I believe. This is just props galore in this game, it feels like. And I'm probably going to have 3 or 4 plays on this game after having no player props in Seattle, Philly. Just going to take that over. But yeah, this is going to be the main game probably on my card tonight.
Tuck has a point of his
point.
last 10 games against Montreal with 3 multi-point games too.
Yep. 6 of his last away, 13 of his last 17 overall. Alex Tuck, I mean, he had that first line now that Benson's back has looked so much better. Benson's been kind of that spark plug that line needed. And it's just unbelievable. Yeah, Doan's been terrific for the Sabres so far. Thank you. I mean, Kesselring coming back should be another great addition. I'm excited for that. Yeah, who knew after the first 3 games that we had to watch the Sabres, how much they turned things around, and thank God, because the Bills are trending in the opposite direction. So Darlene points minus 145. Benson plus 105 tonight for a point. Tuck is at – where's Tuck?
I think it's like – what was it?
I don't see it right now. Yeah, he's not listed on DK right now, which is really, really weird.
He's only on FanDuel. That's probably what it is.
And FanDuel doesn't have down shots.
Yep.
By the way,
of course.
I like the idea of doing like a Doan Balduke 2-shot parlay. That's plus
Benson.
105.
You could sprinkle in too if you want to get aggressive too.
But I don't want to go 2 Sabres. Like I want one from each team, I think.
Yeah.
The Dahlin Hudson 1-point parlay is plus 160. Up to 2 is plus 1,500. Just FYI.
So you're going to go with the Dahlin and Dunn?
Sorry, Dahlin and Hudson. Sorry.
Oh, man, if you did, you could do it all these.
Or I
Dunn, Doan, Dobson.
Yeah.
But yeah, plus 1,500 for the
I was waiting for someone to go there.
Crazy price.
Yeah, this is the Amazon Prime game of the night. So,
Who knew?
Any other looks in this one?
No. I think we.
You're going to take Metza for a goal. We got three debuts tonight, and I better see all 3 on your card. I mean, you can't be the NHL debut guy if you're gonna pick and choose.
Like this guy is not gonna.
You can't pick and choose
Get
this.
out of here. Yes, I can. This guy stinks. Get
No,
out of
you
here.
can't.
Oh man, if
Or Franco's random
32 minutes in, if this hits,
Franco's random parlay tonight is just first time goal scorers. Just go down the list. There's 3 of them.
Hey, I mean, I hit that 1,400 John Beecher one the other day. So
that's very true.
Who the hell's betting John Beecher? But I don't know if I'm going to bet Zach Metza. Sorry, I don't think I can cross that line.
Howard.
I draw the line at Zach Metza.
Yeah, that's where you draw the line in the show.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for some
if he scores
some rando Flyers guy that gets called up, and you just.
Oh, I'll bet. I at least know the Flyers prospects, so like if those guys get called up, I'll probably sprinkle.
Yeah,
that's fair. All right, 4th game of the night, we have the Winnipeg Jets at the Calgary Flames. Our favorite team in the NHL right now, the Calgary Flames. Igor Sharangovich out of the lineup tonight. He has been ice cold to start the season. What does he have? 1 point through the first 6 games. This Flames team has been bad, and it's a damn shame. But
he's on a Hibbs Milks pace right now.
Shout out to Hibbs.
Doesn't that Winnipeg line seem fishy?
It does.
See,
that's what makes me nervous. And I'm sitting on that Calgary Flames under 11.5 points October future right now. And if they win out, they get to 14. So I'm very, very nervous of that they're just going to pull some voodoo here and just win out. And I'm going to somehow lose this bet.
How many more games do they have?
6, I believe.
Okay,
yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought at this point, it's very nerve-wracking. Perfetti out, obviously. Sandberg as well, both on IR. But Franco, any looks in this one? I mean, that Winnipeg line seems so tempting. It was around minus 142 last night. Now it's to minus 155. But again, it feels like, especially with Hellebuck in net and Wolf struggles to start the season, felt like we should be around minus 175, not minus 155.
The only thing I can think of is just because Wolf was so good at home last year that their books are giving him some sort of respect. That's the only reason I can see this line. This should be minus 200.
Yeah.
But with that being said, like I don't know. Like, I mean, what do? You take Winnipeg and Reg, I guess, as plus 105 isn't bad. I don't know, man. Is this the game to just lay a dud?
I don't want to back Calgary. Game.
I don't. Oh God, no. I'll say that.
Well, Russ is on.
Russ, you're crazy, man. Didn't you know this is a Flames hate podcast?
Betsy, any looks for you in this one? Sorry, I lagged out for a second.
I Morrissey point is like plus 100. He only has 1 point this season, and he's going against the Flames. He has great history against them. This is a guy whose points normally like minus 160 or so. I think the value on that. I mean, you could get like all defensemen tonight. Fox, Dunn, Morrissey.
I was thinking him because like if Winnipeg does score a bunch tonight, like you would think he would be involved, and it would be out of nowhere kind of because he hasn't been productive at the start of the year. I almost was like, do I just do Hudson and Morrissey because I think this team should win tonight, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know what to take from Calgary anymore. And against Winnipeg, I'm absolutely not touching that side. So Velarde too is interesting to me. I think a point stack with like him and Scheifele maybe nice.
Him and Benson at 2 is probably my favorite looks of tonight. That little parlay.
Yeah.
The only problem is I could see this being an under, like a 3-1. Just
But there's going to be shots.
Morrissey playing. What?
What? I said there's going to be shots at least for Winnipeg.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Calgary's like, what? Calgary stats, 23rd in shots allowed. Scheifele's shots being bettable tonight also makes me very intrigued. At plus 130, he's covered in 4 straight. Not great history against the Flames. Not sure what. No, it's because his away splits are just absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got one. Since you're saying there's going to be shots, what about Wolf saves over 23?
Nino?
No, Wolf. I mean, like you look at the history, they give it way more at home, especially to start the season. And then you go to the head-to-head, and Winnipeg has gotten there every game against this team. So 40, 30, and 38 saves. So if we do think it's going to be an under, potentially, could be like one of those masterclass games where we're screaming at the TV, wanting that Morrissey point or that Velarde point, 2 points or whatever the case is, and it's 1-0 in the third period, and Wolf has 35 saves. I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, we've bet him the other night, Franco, but Nino Niederreiter at 2+ minus 140 tonight. He is one of those sneaky players that just continually hit that 2 mark, and you get a bettable price on him night in and night out. His home splits and away splits are relatively the same. He's looked good this season. He's averaged 2.4 on the year, minus 140 tonight. I'm just going to continue to ride him. I don't mind if you want to pair him up with Velarde and do those 2 tonight. It's a little of a same game parlay, both at that 2 mark. But I'm definitely going to add Niederreiter to my card tonight at that 2+ shots on goal.
I like that. If you look at his history against Calgary away, he's hit 3 or more in 4 straight. So you can take him up to 3 as well.
Yep. Love it, Russ. Any other plays in Winnipeg, Calgary before we get to the actual game of the night?
I don't know. I'm annoyed. I have too many plays in this game now. I want to just leave this one.
I know you said Josh Doan. Somebody pointed out Josh Doan power play point at plus 425 in the comments.
I think somebody said it in the chat. But yes.
If you want to on FanDuel, it's plus 420.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is FanDuel back up and running?
It's been fine for me in Zona.
Yeah. I tried a little bit ago.
We must have like a direct mainline straight to
Massachusetts. Yeah, Jeff Bezos just shut down FanDuel in Massachusetts today, I guess. But
still down in Jersey. Son of a...
All right, last game of the night, we got the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. We got the Anderson versus Hill. Hill's back in the lineup. Thank God Schmid has not been great for the Vegas Golden Knights. Stone's out, as we mentioned before. Howden and Hannafin also out. Ghosties out. Slavin being out really hurts this Carolina squad.
That's big.
That's a tough injury. When you look at that, another NHL debut for Franco the Banker tonight. Another defenseman.
Yes, Charles Alexis Legault, of course.
Any thoughts? Does anyone have any conviction? Let's start there on a side in this one.
This is the toughest. I mean, this is going to be the most exciting game, probably.
Yeah.
Well, not exciting as in like I think Buffalo Montreal will be fun to watch, but this is going to be like a playoff game. It feels like at least.
Yeah.
How do you pick a side?
I would lean Carolina here
To keep the streak going. I can see it. They have the most incentive to keep winning, I guess.
Agreed.
Then again, they're in Vegas. Were they partying last night?
They saved the party for tonight.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess luckily with the 5-game slate, it's not like it's a Wednesday night 3-game slate where you like kind of have to have plays in this one. There's enough options on the board elsewhere that you can go. But yeah, looking at Carolina's schedule, they don't play again till the 23rd. So Betsky, you're right.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Win, and we'll stay another night.
This is definitely
Lose, and
there's no need to go out
and
tonight.
going back to Raleigh.
Nope, they're actually going to Colorado next. So not even an hour flight.
Wow, that's a long road trip.
So, any player props for you in this one, Betsky? Ehlers point. Ehlers is just not fit with his team at all.
He's got to record a point though. How many points do the other guys have? It's like ridiculous.
I agree. I can't stomach the under. I've gotten burned by him twice on a point and some parlays. Though.
Yeah.
So I won't take his point, but I'm not going to take the under because it has to break soon. But his shots, because of the pointless streak, are ridiculous. His last 4 games, he had 6-5-0 and 5 shots on goal with 6-9-2 and 9 attempts. And in a game that's going to be competitive, I know that Vegas isn't allowing the most shots in the world, but without Stone there, and again at that type of volume, I just don't care. And with that type of motivation of trying to get your first point on your new team, man.
Yeah, Carolina first in shots on goal per game, second in shots allowed. Vegas 6th in shots for, 8th in shots against. So this is just who's going to break in this one. Both teams shoot a ton, don't allow a lot of goal shots either. So, I mean, all the shot props look so good in this one, though. I have a list, and then I'm just going down, and I'm like, I want to just take every single one.
Yeah, get a different game though.
It's tough because it's literally the worst matchup.
So tough.
Right?
Those shot props are going to still look good in other games.
Yeah.
So, just to make it a little bit more of the case for Ehlers too, though, if they're matched up with the Eichel line, I don't know if that top line's been taking on other top lines, or if the Stone line. Well, I guess Stone was there at one point, or I guess maybe the Carlson or the Hurdle line. I guess would maybe be our next best matchup, but. It seems like all these other lines have some players on it that make me think they're trying to shelter them a little bit. Like Carlson, Holtz, and Riley Smith doesn't seem like a true shutdown line. No. Eichel, Stone, and Barbashev did, but now with Stone out, Brandon Saad,
it's interesting
on that top line seems a lot easier to penetrate. And again, that's just to make the case for the Carolina top line a little bit more. But I get if you're reluctant to it, but I just think Ehlers is going to be trying to get his first point. Now, hopefully he doesn't score on his first shot and packs it up. Starts thinking about blackjack tables.
I feel like you have to at least sprinkle his goal if you're going to bet his shots.
That is a good look.
Because then you don't get burned.
I'd much rather take his goal than his point.
Yes, yeah. For value-wise, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree there.
William Karlsson, at that 1.5 line. Looks pretty damn good tonight. So when you are betting shots, if you're not going to parlay them, go to the DraftKings over under tab. You're going to get about 10-15 cents of value if you're just taking those straight rather than that 2+, 3+ line. So at that over 2.5 tonight, or 2+, he's minus 160, but over 1.5 shots, he's minus 148 on DK. So I'm going to lay the number on that one. Attempts look great. History is insane. At home, he's been great this year as well. So I'm going to take it. Dorofeyev also looks great at that 3.5, and so does Eichel at that 3. Eichel at 3 is not bettable, but Dorofeyev is at minus 125. So there's a ton of props that I really want to take, and if the night goes well, I might just on this game.
Yeah, I think you could easily take another stab at the slate if you hit some early bets on the same game for this. Yeah,
add some more into this game. Yep.
Yeah. It should be a really good game. I mean, there's always that chance that this is a complete shutdown performance. From
1-0 heading into the third with 13, 16 shots. Yeah, could be.
But man, both of these teams' firepower is just too good too.
All right. No parlay. Go ahead, Franco.
I got some more. So, Seth Jarvis, 2 points, looks good. The history is there. Again, that's more of a long shot. I wouldn't go heavy on it, but his last 2 games, he's recorded 2 points in back-to-back against them. And he has two plus games this season to start. Keandre Miller's going to the top of the power play with Ghost being out. His point is plus 140. That looks pretty good. Again, these are more like, I wouldn't go heavy on these because I do lean towards maybe an under here. But maybe, again, if you're doing good on the night, these are the kind of ads you can look at later for this game. Will Carrier revenge plus 800. I'll sprinkle a little on that because out of principle I got to. And I think that's it. I mean, I don't know why you want to go back to Jackson Blake shots though. The guy's been fantastic.
That was fun.
Will Carrier revenge, but not a first NHL debut goal scorer. That's the line.
Considering their names at this point. This dude is plus 900 and it's plus 800 for Carrier. Like, I'll go with Carrier.
Yeah, look, Zach Metza. I'll pull up all the graphics right now. Yeah, we'll go through it.
What's Zach Metza at? Let's see. Do they even offer him?
I don't even see his prop available.
Unacceptable. Plus 1,600 on Bet365.
Might be worth a look. When that hits, that clip is going to be so good. I'm going to sprint to my computer to chop that clip up. No promo tonight from DraftKings, which is kind of interesting. So we're not getting a boosted parlay, but let's get into our parlay of the night. Pavel Buchnevich ruined our last one by 1 shot on goal. He had 1 after the first period, and that was just an absolutely criminal bad beat.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that didn't hit.
No.
I was like, this is good. We're getting cash.
Yeah, I thought we were so good.
Yep.
Ugh.
Brutal.
All right. What do we like for tonight's parlay?
Zach Metza goal. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. Now you want it. All right.
Throw it in the parlay.
Yeah. William Karlsson, I don't mind at 2. Benson at 2. Velarde at 2. Those are all my favorite 2 looks.
Like
Nino at 2.
That was the one I'm not on yet.
Velarde at 2 shots.
Yeah, I really like Velarde at 2. Franco, did you have one that stood out to you?
Let's do Slavkovsky point.
Actually, okay.
That's crazy. That's a crazy one.
It's a good number, man. Minus
I like it, but it's just one off the board that I didn't see coming.
Yeah.
All right.
Are we locked on Velarde at 2?
He's going to score tonight. So
No.
that's all right.
No, if you want to take Florida off the board, you can. I don't mind him myself, but if you want to go somewhere else. I like Nino at 2.
I kind of like that a little bit more.
I left
like
Nino for you.
Too.
Nino would have been my backup to Slav. So.
Yep. Nino at 2. All right, so we got Slavkovsky. Excuse me. Slavkovsky for a point. Nino at 2. Not bad prices so far. Betsky, what are you looking to add? Benson at 2. William Karlsson, we talked about it too.
Like looking me in the face right now. But what did we get with Lafreniere 2 shots? Let me see what the odds are. I may want to go for something a little bit higher though.
Minus 215.
No.
For all 3 of those?
Fox at 2.
Miller point. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you said Miller.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're at plus 208 on DK. So with Nino 2, Slavkovsky 1.
I may dip back into the Montreal game if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah, I think that's a great place to start.
Anybody opposed to? Well, let's do a Buffalo player. I mean, what about Tuck's point?
So,
or Doan point?
Yeah, we could do Tuck point. Benson 2 shots plus 369. Let's pull up Tuck point and see what that is.
And my only concern with Benson is Tage has been a little MIA, right?
Yeah, he's due for a...
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, he likes to smash against Montreal.
So Slavkovsky point, Tuck point, and Nino 2 shots is plus 421.
Oh.
Ooh. Close.
Just Photoshop the one out.
Yeah. Darlene shots, yeah. I mean, Darlene point, Darlene shots also look incredible. If we wanted to just go crazy on this one.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good 3-pack there, though.
I do too.
I feel pretty good about this.
Yep. Yeah, and for anyone who did want to get crazy, if you did add Darlene shots to this, it's plus 877. But I think we stick with the 3 tonight. I like our 3 market. Tuck point, Nino 2 shots, Slavkovsky 1 point. That's plus 421 on DraftKings. Sure to shop that around, but that parlay will be posted in a few. Any other picks from you guys? I'm trying to think.
No, I'm shocked that we did this in under an hour for 5 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For us.
Look at us go.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 games start at 7, but no real action in that. So I guess the parlay will be posted and people have enough time to see it. So anything else to add before we wrap up here? We'll be back on Wednesday. Some exciting news coming tomorrow that everyone will find out about. So that's pretty cool. But anything else?
No. Let's have a night. Let's string some wins together, man. Let's
make Oldie Cleghorn proud.
Yeah. Oldie Cleghorn will be proud of this show. Being on
Oldie, yeah. Yep. Hid Milks, Tex White. I mean, you go through these, Baldy Cotton, just some absolute incredible names on that 1928 Pittsburgh Pirates roster there. For everyone watching at home, it starts in half an hour of the Rangers' home scoring drought. Can they make history and not score in the first 7 minutes, 19 seconds?
We'll all be watching.
Yeah, if they can't score, the timer is going to be Cleghorn's pack of smokes. If he finishes the pack of smokes and the Rangers haven't scored, then they take the new record. But if they score before he finishes I think they used to only put like 16 darts in the pack back in the day. So if he finishes a 16 before, or if they score before that, then they survive breaking maybe the worst records you could possibly think of.
Hidden Milks is going to do the gallon challenge at the first intermission too, so that should be
Yeah.
another must-watch TV. Yeah. Jesus. All right. Once more, our parlay for tonight is Slavkovsky, 1+ point. Alex Tuck, 1+ point. And Nino Niederreiter, 2+ shots on goal. That is +421 on DraftKings. All right. That's going to wrap up today's episode of Expected Bets. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. We are very, very close to hitting a milestone, so any support helps. You can also follow us on Tails for all of our early picks. Use code SLAPSHOT for 50% off your first month. Once more, we appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we will talk to you guys Wednesday. See ya.